Ketogenic diet calls for consuming high amounts of fat, a moderate amount of protein, and a very limited amount of carbs. It's usually broken down to 70, 20, and 10% of your daily calories, respectively. After you follow the diet for a few days, your body enters ketosis, which means it has started to use stored body fat for energy. In this video, we will talk about the 10 proven health benefits of low-carb ketogenic diet. We make videos on topics such as keto, weight loss, and nutrition, so if you want to learn more about how you can be healthier and fitter, then like this video and subscribe to our channel. If you're looking for a personalized custom keto diet plan with the option to swap your meals in case you don't like them, then click the link in the description below. Benefit number 1, reduced appetite. Hunger tends to be the worst side effect of dieting. It's one of the main reasons why many people feel miserable and eventually give up. However, low-carb eating leads to an automatic reduction in appetite. Once you get into ketosis, you generally don't experience the blood sugar level peaks and crashes and the consequent hunger pangs that you do on a carbohydrate-heavy diet. Number 2, weight loss. Weight loss is probably the most commonly cited health benefit of the ketogenic diet. With keto, weight loss is real and effective as it helps people convert from a carb-heavy diet to a fat-heavy, fat-burning diet. A diet high in carbs induces bloating, weight gain, and poor health, and relies on carbs for energy. A high-fat, moderate protein, and very low-carb diet curbs your appetite, allows you to eat until you're satiated, and burns fat from your body and your foods for energy. Moreover, you don't even have to starve yourself to lose weight. On a keto diet, you get eat your fill of satiating foods loaded with good fats, which triggers the fat-burning metabolic process called ketosis. Number 3. Most of fat loss comes from your abdominal cavity. Not all fat in your body is the same. Where fat is stored determines how it affects your health and risk of disease. The two main types are subcutaneous fat, which is under your skin, and visceral fat, which accumulates in your abdominal cavity and is typical for most overweight people. Visceral fat tends to lodge around your organs. Excess visceral fat is associated with inflammation and insulin resistance and is a common cause for metabolic dysfunction. Low-carb diets are very effective at reducing this harmful abdominal fat. In fact, a greater proportion of the fat that people lose on low-carb diets seems to come from the abdominal cavity. Number 4, increased levels of good HDL cholesterol. High-density lipoprotein, or HDL, is often called the good cholesterol. The higher your levels of HDL relative to bad LDL, the lower your risk of heart disease. One of the best ways to increase good HDL levels is to eat fat, and low-carb diets include a lot of fat. Therefore, it's not surprising that the HDL levels increase dramatically on healthy, low-carb diets. Number 5, reduced blood sugar and insulin levels. Low-carb and ketogenic diets can be particularly helpful for people with diabetes and insulin resistance. Since you eliminate sugar and most carbohydrates on a keto diet, it's not hard to understand why it's great for blood sugar control. The less sugar and carbs you eat, the less sugar in your bloodstream. This is why, after starting a keto diet, most people notice a decrease in their blood sugar almost immediately. Number 6, may lower blood pressure. Overall studies have shown that overweight people on a ketogenic diet experience a drastic reduction in their blood pressure than those on low-fat diets. A significant reduction in blood pressure also reduces your risk of many other common diseases. Number 7, effective against metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome is a condition highly associated with your risk of diabetes and heart disease. In fact, metabolic syndrome is a collection of symptoms which include abdominal obesity, elevated blood pressure, high triglycerides, and low good HDL cholesterol levels. However, a low-carb diet is incredibly effective in treating all of these symptoms, and under the ketogenic diet, these conditions are nearly eliminated. Number 8, improved heart health. Several studies have shown that people who have high bad LDL cholesterol are much more likely to have heart attacks. However, the size of the particles is important. Smaller particles are linked to a higher risk of heart disease, while larger particles are linked to a lower risk. It turns out that low-carb diets increase the size of bad LDL particles while reducing the number of total LDL particles in your bloodstream, which drastically improves the biomarkers associated with heart disease. Number 9. Improved brain health. Your brain loves ketones. Ketones are a natural neuroprotective antioxidant that have been shown to prevent harmful reactive oxygen species from damaging the brain. Ketones have been shown to increase mitochondrial efficiency and production, which helps to protect brain cells from strokes and neurodegenerative diseases, such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. While much of the research around the ketogenic diet and the brain is in its initial stages, the research that has been done is promising and shows a need for further exploration to fully understand the scope of benefits and clinical uses. Number 10. Improves acne. Acne has several different causes and may have links to diet and blood sugar in some people. Eating a diet high in processed and refined carbohydrates may alter the balance of gut bacteria and cause blood sugar to rise and fall significantly, both of which can adversely affect skin health. Number 11. Improves PCOS symptoms. There have been studies that have looked at ketogenic diet in regards to hormonal balancing, specifically PCOS, or polycystic ovary syndrome. Women suffering with PCOS often deal with insulin resistance, hormone imbalances, fatigue, unwanted hair, and infertility. Current studies have found that a keto diet had beneficial effects for people with hormonal disorders, including PCOS and type 2 diabetes. The ketogenic diet has significant health benefits in a variety of areas, from metabolic health to heart and brain health, and more. Regardless, always check with a dietitian or your primary care physician before making dramatic dietary changes. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe as we regularly upload videos on keto and weight loss.